One of the lessons I think we've come to understand, I hope that everyone has come to understand, is the power of projection.
Yes.
Accuse your opponent of the sins which you're committing. Former President Obama, gave us another example of projection Thursday night in Chicago. He gave a speech where he talked about the weaponization of government and the polarization of your opponent, the polarization of America. Let's listen to the words of former President Obama.
Barack Obama just got hit with some unexpected news, and it's got everyone talking. The election didn't exactly play out the way people thought it would, and now everyone's scrambling to figure out what really happened. Watch this video and see what's going on for yourself.
Since total victory is impossible and the country politically split down the middle, the result is a doom loop of government gridlock, even greater polarization. When I mentioned to a few friends that our foundation would be hosting a forum on democracy and pluralism, I got more than a few groans and eye rolls, especially since, as far as they were concerned, the election proved that democracy is pretty far down on people's priority list. There are going to be times, potentially, when one side tries to stack the deck and lock in a permanent grip on power, either by actively suppressing votes or politicizing the armed forces or using the judiciary, the criminal justice system to go after opponents.
That, my friends, is projection.
That is amazing, actually.
What I think is wild is how he pointed out so many things. And then you look at everything that happened during President-elect Donald Trump's campaign. It really makes you stop and wonder. They say all this stuff, but when you look at everything that's been going on over the past year, it's like you put 2 and 2 together and boom, it all starts to click. And honestly, the whole division thing, that's not how it should be. We shouldn't be so separated. People should be able to have different political beliefs, sit at the same table, share a meal, crack some jokes, and just enjoy each other's company. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Thing that just popped into his head because he's bummed out that they lost the election so bad. I mean, people need to understand Barack Obama has been a really negative force on this country and on politics and creating so much division. That comes from Saul Alinsky. People forget Barack Obama was teaching rules for radicals. He was teaching about Saul Alinsky at the University of Chicago. That is a hero to him. And one of his rules, among many, that was meant to basically dismantle society and bring about this, liberal utopia. One of them was how to attack your enemy. And Saul Alinsky, took his lessons from Lucifer, actually. Like, he talked about that being somebody who could teach them how to take power and control. And here, Obama, Charlie, I think really kind of going, he's in a bad spot.
Yeah.
He created this. He thought it was going to become this permanent power base for him. And now he's accusing the right of what he did because he's just super bummed out right now.
Yeah, and it is total projection. It's also desperation. That's the thing that is so striking to me about that entire, all those remarks that he made, that entire speech or whatever it was. It was the depth of he's very bitter. That's not the Barack Obama who gave that speech in 2004. Even if you didn't agree with him and didn't like him and didn't agree with his policy prescriptions, it's a different guy than he was when he gave that speech in 2004 or when he won that election in 2008. He is a deeply bitter, angry guy, and he's talking about how voters don't care about democracy.
Open change has turned into dour and bitter.
People are still trying to figure out what went down this time around. The thing is, when things head too far in one direction, not everyone's on board with it. People start feeling like things aren't going the way they should, and they want to change. That's exactly what happened this time. A lot of people wanted something different. They saw how things were playing out, compared it to how things used to be, and made their decision based on that. They started asking themselves big questions. How can we make life better? How can we rebuild a stronger economy? How do we address issues at the border? People didn't want to keep going with the same old patterns they disagreed with. They wanted something new, something they felt would work better for their future. And that's what shaped their decision. You know, it's wild because no one saw this outcome coming. President-elect Donald Trump had so many obstacles stacked against him during the campaign, but he just kept going. He didn't stop, didn't give up, and most importantly, he listened to the people. That's the key part. He understood what people were concerned about. And this time around, people had a lot of concerns. One of the biggest ones? The economy. There was a lot of talk during the campaign about how the economy was doing, but let's be real. So many people felt like it wasn't where it needed to be. People are struggling, trying to make ends meet, keep a roof over their heads, pay their bills, and just get by. No one wants to live like that. They want a better future, to feel like they're moving forward, not backward. This election, the economy played a huge role. People want to be in a place where they can save money, where they feel secure, and where they can actually get ahead in life. That's what it's all about, giving people a chance to thrive, not just survive. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What's your take on this whole situation? That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.